We embark on a journey of self-preservation and empowerment. In a world where sharing has become second nature, it's essential to recognize that not everything should be shared. Let's explore 5 things you should never share with anyone. First, let's talk about your personal vulnerabilities. Each of us carries stories, experiences, and feelings that shape who we are. These vulnerabilities can be powerful tools for connection, but they can also be misused. When we share our deepest insecurities or painful experiences, we open ourselves up to judgment or manipulation. Protect these parts of yourself as sacred. Share them only with those who have earned your trust and can handle the weight of your story. Next, consider your financial information. Your financial situation is deeply personal, and sharing it can lead to unwanted scrutiny or advice that may not serve you well. Whether it's your income, debts, or savings goals, keep these details close to your heart. Instead of sharing your financial journey with others, focus on educating yourself and seeking guidance from trusted professionals. Moving on, let's reflect on relationship issues. It's natural to want to confide in friends or family when we face challenges in our relationships. However, oversharing can complicate things. Friends may take sides, and their opinions can cloud your judgment. Instead, consider discussing your feelings with a trusted therapist or counselor who can provide impartial support. Now let's discuss your future aspirations. It's easy to get excited and want to share your dreams with everyone. However, doing so can lead to distractions or even negativity from those who don't believe in your vision. Keep your goals close until they are well formed and ready to take flight. This allows you to cultivate your dreams without outside interference. Lastly, be mindful of your negative thoughts. It's human to feel down or uncertain, but sharing those feelings indiscriminately can perpetuate negativity. Instead of seeking sympathy or validation, focus on finding constructive outlets for your emotions. Journaling, meditation, or speaking with a mental health professional can provide the support you need without adding to the negativity in your life. Understanding the importance of protecting your vulnerabilities is essential for emotional well-being and personal growth. Each of us has experiences, feelings, and stories that shape who we are. These vulnerabilities can be powerful elements of our identity, but they also hold the potential to expose us to harm if not handled with care. When we think about sharing our vulnerabilities, it's crucial to recognize that not everyone has the capacity or the intention to hold our truths respectfully. Vulnerability is often associated with fear of judgment, rejection, or even ridicule. Sharing deeply personal experiences, such as past traumas, insecurities, or failures, requires immense trust. However, when we open ourselves up too quickly or with the wrong audience, we risk being misunderstood or belittled. For example, consider a person who has struggled with anxiety. Sharing this with someone who has never experienced mental health challenges might result in dismissive comments or a lack of understanding. Instead of finding the support and empathy they seek, they may leave the conversation feeling even more isolated. There's a certain power that comes with vulnerability. When we share our stories with those we trust, it can foster deep connections and understanding. However, this power can be diluted when shared with those who may not have our best interests at heart. It's vital to assess the environment and context before disclosing these intimate parts of ourselves. Ask yourself, who am I sharing this with? Do they have the emotional maturity to handle this information? Will they support me or use my vulnerability against me? These questions can help you navigate the complex landscape of sharing. Think about the nature of relationships. In a close friendship, vulnerability can create a safe space for both individuals to express their fears and dreams. This mutual sharing strengthens bonds and allows for deeper understanding. However, if one person overshares with someone outside the relationship, it can create complications. Others may form opinions or judgments about the person's experiences without having the complete picture, leading to misunderstandings and unnecessary drama. It's also important to remember that everyone has their own emotional baggage. When you share your vulnerabilities, you might unintentionally trigger someone else's unresolved issues. For instance, if you confide in someone about a painful breakup, they might react based on their own past heartbreak rather than offering support. This can lead to a conversation that shifts the focus from your needs to theirs, leaving you feeling unheard and unvalidated. Vulnerability is not just about the risks involved, it's also about the timing. There are moments in our lives when we might feel compelled to share, but the truth is that not every moment is the right time. The context in which we share matters significantly. Perhaps you're in a casual setting with acquaintances and you feel an urge to express a vulnerability. However, this may not be the appropriate space for such deep sharing. In contrast, a quiet, intimate setting with a trusted friend might be the perfect place to discuss your fears and insecurities. Consider the long-term implications of sharing your vulnerabilities. Once you share something, you can't take it back. This realization can be daunting, especially if the person you confided in fails to keep your confidence or misinterprets your words. It's essential to cultivate discernment about what to share and with whom. By doing so, you maintain control over your narrative and ensure that your vulnerabilities remain sacred. At its core, vulnerability is about authenticity. Embracing our vulnerabilities can lead to personal growth and deeper relationships. However, it is vital to choose wisely when and with whom we share these intimate aspects of ourselves. Engaging with those who appreciate and respect our experiences will enrich our lives. It fosters a culture of empathy and understanding where we can express ourselves freely without fear of being judged or diminished. Ultimately, being cautious about sharing your vulnerabilities is not about shutting people out or building walls. Instead, it's about creating a safe environment for yourself where you can be your true self and share when it feels right. By carefully considering the context, the audience, and the potential outcomes of your disclosures, you can honor your journey while protecting your emotional well-being. Remember, vulnerability is a strength, but it requires wisdom and discernment to wield it effectively. Keeping your financial information private is a crucial aspect of personal security and emotional well-being. In an age where sharing is commonplace, particularly on social media, it's vital to understand the potential ramifications of exposing your financial details to the world or even to those around you. Financial matters are deeply personal and can affect not only your day-to-day living, but also your long-term goals, relationships, and mental health. When you disclose information about your finances, whether it's your income, savings, debts, or spending habits, you are opening yourself up to scrutiny and judgment. For instance, consider sharing your salary with friends or acquaintances. While you might intend to foster transparency, doing so can lead to comparisons and feelings of inadequacy. If someone earns significantly more than you, it could evoke envy or resentment. Conversely, if your salary is higher, it might create an uncomfortable dynamic where others perceive you differently. This kind of comparison is unhealthy and can lead to stress and anxiety about how you manage your finances. The financial landscape is fraught with complexities that vary from one individual to another. Each person's financial situation is influenced by numerous factors such as career choices, family obligations, personal goals, and even cultural values. Sharing your financial position can lead to unwanted advice or opinions from those who may not fully grasp the nuances of your situation. Friends or family might offer suggestions based on their experiences or beliefs, which may not be applicable or helpful for you. This unsolicited advice can add pressure to your financial decision-making, leading you to second-guess your choices or feel inadequate about your circumstances. Another aspect to consider is the potential for financial exploitation. When you share details about your financial situation, you may inadvertently attract individuals who are more interested in what they can gain from you rather than cultivating a genuine relationship. For example, if you disclose your wealth or spending habits, some people might see you as a target for borrowing money or seeking financial favors. This dynamic can strain relationships and lead to feelings of betrayal if those individuals take advantage of your openness. Protecting your financial information helps you avoid these pitfalls, allowing you to maintain healthy boundaries. In addition to the potential for exploitation, there's also the reality that financial circumstances can change. Sharing your current financial status could lead others to form opinions about you that are no longer relevant down the line. Life is unpredictable, and many factors such as job loss, unexpected expenses, or market fluctuations can alter your financial picture. If you have previously shared your financial situation and then experienced a downturn, you may feel embarrassed or judged by those who are aware of your past status. This can lead to feelings of shame, isolation. Maintaining privacy regarding your finances allows you to focus on your goals without external distractions. When you keep your financial aspirations to yourself, you create a space where you can work toward them with clarity and intention. Sharing your dreams, such as saving for a home, starting a business, or planning for retirement, can open you up to opinions and doubts from others who may not share your vision. By keeping these ambitions private, you protect them from negativity and can pursue them with greater confidence. Additionally, the stigma surrounding financial issues often leads to secrecy and shame. Many people struggle with debt, budgeting, or saving, but they may feel reluctant to discuss these matters openly due to societal judgments. This cultural tendency can perpetuate feelings of isolation and anxiety about finances. By keeping your financial challenges private, you can avoid unnecessary scrutiny and create a healthier mindset around your financial journey. It's essential to remember that struggling financially is common, and seeking help from professionals such as financial advisors or credit counselors can be far more beneficial than confiding in friends or family. Protecting your financial information also safeguards your personal security. In today's digital age, sharing financial details can lead to identity theft or fraud. With so much information available online, it's crucial to be cautious about what you disclose. Even seemingly harmless conversations about finances can inadvertently reveal enough information for someone to exploit your identity or access your accounts. By keeping these details private, you are taking proactive steps to protect yourself from potential threats. In conclusion, the importance of keeping your financial information private cannot be overstated. By safeguarding this information, you maintain control over your narrative, protect your relationships from unnecessary complications, and preserve your mental well-being. Your finances are deeply personal, and it's essential to approach discussions about them with caution and discernment. Cultivating a healthy relationship with your finances involves setting boundaries and understanding that not everyone needs to know your financial situation. By prioritizing your privacy, you empower yourself to make informed decisions without the weight of external judgment or interference. When it comes to discussing relationship issues, the decision to share personal details can be a double-edged sword. Relationships are inherently complex and multifaceted, and sharing too much about your relationship challenges can lead to complications, misunderstandings, and even the deterioration of the very bond you seek to discuss. Understanding why it's essential to maintain discretion in this area can help foster healthier relationships and ensure you receive the support you genuinely need. Relationships thrive on trust and intimacy, and when you disclose sensitive information to others, you risk breaching that trust. For example, confiding in friends or family about conflicts or grievances can shift the dynamics of your relationship. Your loved ones may develop strong opinions about your partner or the situation based on the limited information you provide. This can lead to them taking sides, creating an us versus them mentality that can further strain your relationship. When others become emotionally invested in your issues, it can be challenging to navigate resolutions without their biases influencing your choices. Relationships are often nuanced and require context to understand fully. Sharing isolated incidents without providing the broader picture can lead to misconceptions. For instance, if you vent about a heated argument with your partner, your friends might view your relationship as toxic without knowing the background, the circumstances leading up to the argument, or how you both have resolved similar issues in the past. This can lead to judgments that are not only unfair, but also damaging. It's essential to recognize that every relationship has its challenges, and sharing too much can inadvertently cloud the perceptions of those you confide in. External opinions can muddy your judgment and affect your decision-making process. When you share relationship problems, you might receive unsolicited advice that may not align with your values or desires. Friends and family may suggest actions based on their own experiences or biases, which might not fit the dynamics of your unique relationship. This outside influence can create confusion, leaving you feeling torn between your instincts and the opinions of those around you. In some cases, the advice given may be rooted in fear or a desire to protect you, but it may not consider the depth of your commitment or the love you share with your partner. Another consideration is that relationships often have ups and downs. By sharing details of difficult moments, you may inadvertently signal to others that your relationship is in jeopardy, leading to increased scrutiny and concern. This can place unnecessary pressure on you and your partner, as you might feel the need to justify your relationship to those who are now aware of your struggles. Instead of fostering a supportive environment, this dynamic can lead to stress and anxiety about how others perceive your relationship. Oversharing about relationship issues can breed feelings of resentment and discomfort between partners. If one partner feels exposed by the information shared, it can create feelings of betrayal. For instance, if you confide in a friend about a disagreement you had, and that friend later discusses it with others, it may come back to your partner, resulting in trust issues. The sense of privacy and safety that is crucial in any intimate relationship can be compromised when one partner feels that their struggles are being aired in public. In contrast, having a private space to address relationship issues can foster healthier communication between partners. It allows for open discussions without the fear of judgment or outside influence. By keeping the conversation between the two of you, you create an environment of safety where both partners can express their feelings honestly and openly. This fosters trust and intimacy as both partners feel that their vulnerabilities are respected and understood. It's also important to seek support in a more constructive way when faced with relationship challenges. Rather than confiding in friends or family, consider engaging with a professional, such as a therapist or counselor. They can offer an unbiased perspective and provide guidance tailored to your unique situation. Professionals are trained to handle sensitive information and can help you navigate your relationship dynamics in a way that friends and family may not be equipped to do. Ultimately, sharing relationship issues can complicate the delicate balance of trust and intimacy that defines a partnership. It's vital to discern what to share and with whom, ensuring that you protect the sanctity of your relationship while seeking the support you need. Maintaining discretion can help cultivate a strong bond between partners, allowing them to navigate challenges together without external pressure or influence. By prioritizing open communication with your partner and seeking support from professionals when necessary, you can create a healthier and more resilient relationship. Remember, the strength of a relationship lies in its ability to withstand challenges while maintaining a solid foundation of trust, respect, and mutual understanding. In the journey of personal growth and self-improvement, the goal is often to present ourselves in the best light possible. Social media has amplified this tendency where individuals feel compelled to showcase their achievements, travels, and even their struggles in a way that seeks validation from others. However, sharing your personal struggles or weaknesses can sometimes be counterproductive and detrimental to your self-esteem and overall mental health. It's essential to consider the implications of exposing your vulnerabilities to the outside world. When you share your personal struggles, whether they pertain to mental health, career setbacks, or personal failures, you may invite a variety of responses from others. While some individuals may respond with empathy and support, others may offer unsolicited advice or even judgment. This reaction can create an emotional burden that detracts from the healing process. Instead of feeling supported, you might feel more isolated or misunderstood. The feedback loop of sharing vulnerabilities can become a double-edged sword. What you intended as a cry for help may instead transform into an opportunity for others to criticize or diminish your experience. The act of sharing your struggles publicly can often result in a culture of comparison. People may begin to compare their experiences with yours, leading them to minimize their own challenges or feel inadequate in light of your story. This comparison can cultivate a sense of competition rather than compassion, hindering genuine connections. It's important to recognize that everyone's journey is unique, And by sharing your struggles, you might inadvertently set a benchmark for others that can lead to feelings of inadequacy or shame about their own situations. Discussing your weaknesses or challenges in public forums can contribute to an internal narrative that reinforces your self-doubt. Constantly revisiting your struggles can lead to rumination, where you become preoccupied with negative thoughts about yourself. This cycle can be detrimental to your mental well-being, as you may begin to identify more with your challenges rather than your strengths and accomplishments. By sharing your vulnerabilities, you risk cementing those challenges in your identity rather than allowing them to be merely a part of your journey. Another aspect to consider is that vulnerability requires a safe space for it to be genuinely effective and healing. Public forums often lack the intimate context needed for true vulnerability. When you share your struggles in a crowded room or an online platform, the intimacy and trust that are fundamental to vulnerability can be lost. This disconnect can lead to feelings of exposure rather than connection, leaving you feeling even more vulnerable and unsupported. The nuances of your struggles may be difficult for others to grasp fully, resulting in misunderstandings that can leave you feeling more isolated. Oversharing can shift the focus away from genuine growth and healing. Instead of channeling your energy into solutions or self-improvement, the act of sharing your struggles can keep you locked in a cycle of discussion without action. While it's important to acknowledge our challenges, it's equally crucial to focus on how to overcome them. By sharing too much, you may inadvertently emphasize the problem rather than working towards solutions. This emphasis on struggle rather than progress can stall your personal growth and inhibit your ability to move forward. Another consideration is the long-term impact of oversharing on your personal relationships. When you share your struggles openly, you may unintentionally burden your friends or family members with the weight of your challenges. They may feel compelled to support you or offer advice, which can strain those relationships over time. While it's essential to have a support system, maintaining a balance is equally important. Friends and family may not always know how to respond appropriately, leading to discomfort or avoidance in the future. There is the issue of privacy and security. Sharing personal struggles can expose you to vulnerability beyond your comfort level. In today's digital age, information can be easily disseminated and shared, sometimes without your consent. This potential for your personal stories to become public knowledge can lead to feelings of violation and regret. Maintaining a sense of control over what you choose to share can empower you and protect your emotional well-being. In conclusion, while sharing personal struggles can sometimes foster connection and empathy, it is crucial to approach this act with caution and discernment. The implications of oversharing can be profound, affecting your mental health, self-esteem, and relationships. By recognizing the potential pitfalls of exposing your vulnerabilities, you can create a healthier balance between seeking support and protecting your emotional well-being. Focus on cultivating a safe space with trusted individuals where you can explore your challenges without the pressure of external judgment or expectations. Ultimately, your journey is your own, and the way you choose to navigate it should empower you rather than diminish your sense of self. Protecting your vulnerabilities is an essential step in fostering resilience, personal growth, and a more profound connection to yourself and those you trust. One of the primary reasons to keep your dreams private is the risk of premature exposure to external judgment. When you openly share your ambitions, you open the door for others to express their opinions, whether they are supportive or critical. While encouragement can be uplifting, criticism, doubt, or even skepticism can quickly dampen your enthusiasm and confidence. Often, people project their insecurities onto others, leading them to discourage dreams that they themselves may deem unrealistic or unattainable. This feedback can lead to self-doubt and hesitation, making you question your abilities or the validity of your aspirations. By keeping your dreams to yourself, you protect them from the uncertainty that can arise from unsolicited opinions.